Welcome to our college briefing show. Today, we kick things off with an electrifying college football showdown where Savion Red stole the spotlight, scoring 4 touchdowns to lead Nevada to a nail-biting 42-37 victory over Oregon State. The game was packed with action, including a crucial interception return for a touchdown that sealed the deal for Nevada. Next up, we have some concerning news from the Colorado Buffaloes camp as star player Travis Hunter left the game against Kansas State with a shoulder injury. Hunter's status remains uncertain, and with his Heisman Trophy aspirations on the line, fans are anxiously awaiting updates on his recovery. Lastly, Vanderbilt continued to impress with a solid performance against Kentucky, winning 20-13 for their second straight SEC victory. Quarterback Diego Pavia shined with 2 touchdown passes, helping the Commodores control the game despite some struggles from the Wildcats. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage on these exciting stories. The Toronto Star reports on an electrifying college football game where Savion Red shone brightly for Nevada, scoring 4 touchdowns in a nail-biting 42-37 victory over Oregon State. The game featured a thrilling fourth quarter, highlighted by Brendan Lewis's impressive 67-yard rushing touchdown and Kitten Crawford's 57-yard interception return for a touchdown. Red's contributions were pivotal, including a 6-yard touchdown run that gave Nevada a crucial lead. Despite Oregon State's Anthony Hankerson rushing for 3 touchdowns and a late scoring pass from Giovanni McCoy, the Wolfpack's defense held strong, sealing the win with a final interception as time expired. In another game, the Associated Press covers an unfortunate turn of events for Colorado's two-way star Travis Hunter, who left the field with a shoulder injury during a matchup against Kansas State. Hunter's departure was felt keenly as the Buffaloes struggled to maintain momentum, ultimately allowing the Wildcats to take the lead with a 60-yard touchdown drive. Despite his brief return to the sidelines, Hunter's status remained uncertain, raising concerns as he is a key player in the Heisman Trophy race. His previous injury history adds to the anxiety surrounding his condition as the team looks to bounce back. The Associated Press also highlights Vanderbilt's impressive performance against Kentucky, where quarterback Diego Pavia led the Commodores to a 20-13 victory, marking their second consecutive SEC win. Pavia's efficient passing and strategic plays were complemented by Brock Taylor's long field goals, which kept Vanderbilt ahead throughout the game. Kentucky struggled with penalties and critical errors, including a fumbled snap that resulted in an interception, ultimately derailing their efforts to build on their previous upset victory. Vanderbilt's ability to control the game despite being outgained in yards demonstrates their resilience and determination to continue their winning streak. Associated Press reports that Kyle McCord led Syracuse to a thrilling 24-17 victory over North Carolina State, showcasing his exceptional passing skills with 346 yards and 2 touchdowns. McCord's performance was complemented by LeQuint Allen, who contributed significantly with 119 yards and a touchdown. The game shifted dramatically when Justin Barron intercepted NC State's true freshman quarterback C.J. Bailey, allowing Syracuse to capitalize on the turnover and score a crucial touchdown. Despite a late surge from the Wolfpack, including a 75-yard touchdown catch by Noah Rogers, Syracuse managed to recover an onside kick and run down the clock, marking their first win in Raleigh since 2013. In another exciting matchup, Associated Press highlights Chandler Morris's heroics as he rallied North Texas to a 41-37 comeback victory against Florida Atlantic. Trailing by 10 points late in the game, Morris threw 2 touchdown passes to D.T. Sheffield in the final minutes, sealing the win for the Mean Green. Morris's impressive performance included 336 passing yards, while Sheffield caught 11 passes for 126 yards. The back-and-forth battle saw Florida Atlantic initially take control, but Morris's late-game execution proved pivotal, demonstrating the thrill of college football where fortunes can change in mere moments. Associated Press also covers Louisiana Lafayette's solid 34-24 victory over Appalachian State, led by quarterback Ben Wooldridge's 3-touchdown performance. The game featured a critical moment when Landon Burton recovered a fumble in the end zone, extending Louisiana Lafayette's lead. Despite Appalachian State's attempts to claw back into the game with a touchdown pass from Joey Aguilar, Wooldridge's late-game rushing touchdown sealed the deal. The game was characterized by a mix of strategic plays and defensive stands, showcasing the resilience of Louisiana Lafayette as they improved to 5-1 on the season. Associated Press reports that T.J. Smith led North Alabama to a thrilling 47-34 comeback victory over Abilene Christian, throwing for 4 touchdowns and running for 2 more. Despite trailing by 8 points late in the third quarter, Smith's impressive performance, including a pair of touchdown passes to Kobe Warden, turned the tide for the Lions. Smith completed 17 of 24 passes for 220 yards, while also rushing for 94 yards. The Wildcats had initially taken the lead thanks to Sam Hicks' 2 rushing touchdowns, but North Alabama's determination shone through in the second half, culminating in a game-winning touchdown connection between Smith and Warden in the final minutes. Associated Press also highlights a nail-biting finish as E.J. Warner's late-game heroics propelled Rice to a 29-27 victory over UTSA. Warner threw for 347 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a stunning 18-yard pass to Matt Sykes with just 4 seconds remaining. The game saw UTSA's Owen McCown attempt a comeback with 2 touchdown passes in the final 6 minutes, but Rice's resilience prevailed as they orchestrated a decisive drive that overcame a penalty to score the winning touchdown. Dean Connors also made his mark with a remarkable 69-yard touchdown reception, showcasing the Owls' offensive prowess in a tightly contested match. Associated Press reports on Dillon Gabriel's standout performance as he guided Oregon to a narrow 32-31 victory over Ohio State, handing the Buckeyes their first loss of the season. Gabriel threw for 341 yards and ran for a touchdown, leading the Ducks in front of a record crowd at Autzen Stadium. The game was a back-and-forth battle, with Ohio State taking the lead late in the game, but Gabriel's late-game magic, including a crucial 27-yard touchdown run, kept Oregon in contention. Despite a tense final drive from Ohio State, which ended with a penalty that pushed them out of field goal range, Oregon's defense held strong, sealing a memorable victory that sent the home crowd into a frenzy. Associated Press, in a commanding display of power and precision, Kayvon Britton led Tarleton State to a resounding 42-0 victory over Utah Tech, marking the Trailblazers' 7th consecutive loss. Britton showcased his explosive speed, breaking free for a stunning 62-yard touchdown on the 3rd play of the game, setting the tone for a dominant first quarter where Tarleton scored 28 points. With 135 rushing yards on just 8 carries, Britton added a second touchdown, while quarterback Victor Gabalis connected with Darius Cooper for a spectacular 71-yard touchdown pass, solidifying the team's strong performance. The Trailblazers, struggling offensively, could only muster 222 total yards against Tarleton's formidable defense. Associated Press, in another thrilling matchup, Miles Hastings of UC Davis delivered an exceptional performance, throwing for 458 yards and 4 touchdowns in a decisive 56-10 victory over Cal Poly. Hastings, who entered the game ranked 3rd in total passing yards, wasted no time asserting dominance, leading a swift 94-yard drive that culminated in a 7-0 lead just 4 minutes into the game. The Aggies exploded for 3 touchdowns within a mere 3 minutes, leaving Cal Poly reeling. Lon Larison was a standout player, rushing for 2 touchdowns and catching 5 passes for 90 yards, contributing significantly to UC Davis's impressive win as they remain undefeated in the Big Sky Conference. Associated Press, Devin Dampier shone brightly for New Mexico, accounting for 3 touchdowns in a thrilling 52-37 victory over Air Force. The young quarterback was efficient, completing 15 of 20 passes for 179 yards and showcasing his dual-threat capabilities with 2 rushing touchdowns. The game saw a fierce exchange of scores, with Dampier's 18-yard touchdown pass to Nick Trujillo extending the lead to 21-10 before halftime. Eli Sanders also made a mark with 2 rushing touchdowns, including a dazzling 31-yard run that helped push the Aggies' lead to 45-17. Despite Air Force's valiant efforts, led by Quinton Hayes, New Mexico's offensive prowess proved too much to handle, securing their 2nd win of the season. Associated Press, in a commanding display on Saturday, Texas State's Jordan McLeod showcased his prowess by throwing for 320 yards and 4 touchdowns, leading his team to a decisive 41-9 victory over Arkansas State. After a brief setback with Arkansas taking an early 3-0 lead, McLeod quickly turned the tide, connecting with Cole Wilson for a 53-yard touchdown pass. He further solidified their lead by scoring himself, and continued to impress with additional touchdown passes to Jaden Williams and Joey Hobart, who had an impressive 101 yards on 10 receptions. Texas State improved to 4-2 overall and 2-0 in the Sun Belt Conference, marking a significant turnaround with 6 wins in their last 8 games. The Sydney Morning Herald, Shivam Tandon, a chemical engineer and the mastermind behind the Zythologist Brewery, faced a setback in his quest to open a new beer hall in Melbourne's Hughesdale. Known for his innovative flavor combinations, such as the mango and tamarind sour dubbed Mangonium, Tandon's scientific approach to brewing was met with resistance from local residents concerned about the potential impact on the neighborhood. Despite the brewery's promise to revitalize the area, the Victorian Civil and Administrative Tribunal upheld a previous decision to deny the permit, citing noise and traffic concerns. With $100,000 already invested, Tandon is now considering alternative paths, including the possibility of acquiring an existing brewery while holding onto his dream of brewing. Associated Press, Zach Calzada delivered a stellar performance for Incarnate Word, throwing 5 touchdown passes in a commanding 55-10 victory over Nichols during their Southland Conference opener. Calzada completed 25 of 33 passes for 270 yards, showcasing his talent with multiple touchdowns to both Jackson Lowe and Jalen Walthall. His standout moment came with a 71-yard scoring throw to Walthall, extending the Cardinals' lead significantly. Meanwhile, Nichols struggled to find their rhythm, with quarterback Pat McQuaid managing only 90 yards and facing 2 interceptions. Incarnate Word's victory not only marked their first conference win but also reinforced their strong season record at 4-2. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Morning coffee, fresh off the press. Reading headlines, feeling blessed. World keeps turning, stories unfold. Every moment, news gets told. Flipping channels, clicking tabs. Feeding my mind's hunger grabs. Facts and figures, images bright. News keeps rolling day and night. Headlines and headlines, can't get enough. Learning about the world, yeah, it's my stuff. Headlines and headlines, stories unfold. Knowledge is power, truth to behold. Politics, science, sports, and art. Every story plays its part. Global voices near. Every headline loud and clear. Need the latest, got to know. Never stopping, always go. Scrolling, swiping, reading on. Daylight breaks into dawn. Headlines and headlines, can't get enough. Learning about the world, yeah, it's my stuff. Headlines and headlines, stories unfold. Knowledge is power, truth to behold. Need the latest, got to know. Never stopping, always go. Scrolling, swiping, reading on. Daylight breaks into dawn. Headlines and headlines, can't get enough.